Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Today is the second day of March 2025. I hope by the end of this video, you come to realize what it means for a community, a local government, or a state to give up on their government and come to have a peace talk with the bandits. Okay? For bandits to come and said, this community, you people don't have help again. We have conquered you people. Let us have peace talk with you people, according to the Sharia law. You people will obey Sharia law. Everything we ask you to do, you do. There will be peace. This is what is going on in Nigeria. They don't want you to know these things, okay? They don't want ears to hear about it. And so many people who are parading their fake knowledge, thinking that things is going to get better in Nigeria. Do they really know that some communities are at the mercy of terrorists? Do they know that so many primary schools that bandits have taken over? Do they know that some council secretariat that terrorists are using it to hold meeting? Are you aware of all these things? What do you know about Nigeria? What do you know about what is going on in the country? Or you think that your community or where you are doing your things that is Nigeria. You don't know anything going on in Nigeria. Now, it happened yesterday in Katsina community that they host a peace meeting with terrorists in a bid to end violence. I am saying this time without number that Nigeria is a terrorist state. Nigeria is a failed state because any state who fails to protect her citizens is a failed state. For your citizens to start begging or holding a peace meeting with the terrorists, it is over. Many people will say, oh, phone it is totally over. So I really want people to understand what is going on and what lies ahead of people. This one is happening in Katsina community. I want to remind you that Nakurawa terrorists is still giving people 1 million to convert to their own ideology. And these people are advancing. They are raiding. Even yesterday, they raided, they destroyed Red Cross Society office, they bomb military vehicles. Nobody will tell you what is going on. But little by little, the fire is touching everybody. Their subordinates who are everywhere kidnapping, collecting money as ransom, sending it to them to buy more ammunition and so on and so forth. They don't still want you to understand what is going on. Now, I want to take you into the details of what transpired yesterday. Katsina community hosts peace meeting with terrorists in a bid to end violence. Following continued violence perpetrated by terrorists local dubbed as bandits, residents of Jibian local government area in Katsina state have reached a peace agreement with armed groups operating in the region in an effort to restore stability and end years of bloodshed. Now, out of the article, I do not blame the community at all. Hear me and hear me well. I am not blaming the community for reaching a peace deal with the terrorists. Mind you, the peace deal is not going to be that the community will just be free. They are going to be subject to these bandits. The peace deal could include your harvest. We have 10%, 20% as usual. You know, these people have been paying taxes to the bandits. So we have even more than 2 governments in Nigeria. It's more than, okay? We have more than 3 governments leading Nigeria, collecting taxes, doing all sort of things. Now, let's continue with the article. It continues that, according to report, the reconciliation meeting took place on Friday, February 28, 2025, in Kwari Village and was facilitated by the Jibia People's Forum, led by Alhaji Jide Dahiru. Out of the article, do you see what you people call a nation? Sometimes if I will be looking at some people, I will be laughing. Some people are so desperate because of politics, because of their business, because of anything that is their interest, forgetting about people who are dying, who are at the mercy of the terrorists. Now, the gathering include key community leaders such as the chairman of the Jibia Business Association, Haji Samainda Mai Masara, and prominent elder Haji Haruna Sadazare. Now, the issue here is that where was the security operatives? What are they doing? What is their work? Because these people, for them to hold a peace meeting with the community people, the local government people, it shows you their authority in that state. It shows you whom they are, what they can do, their power in that state. Now, Katsina State is the home state of the former president. A lot of prominent security operatives, both the army head, navy head, they have, in fact, in the previous administration, they came from Katsina. What is going on? In that Katsina state was where they gathered to plan to import terrorists into the country. So it's like what you are doing against people is just coming back for you, is boomeranging against you. However, it's not the ordinary citizen like me and them that caused it. We are just the victims. But I am just here to let the victims to understand that they are the victims. We are just the victims who want to act because we understand what it means to be a citizen. In Nigeria, you can't act like a citizen. If you act like a citizen, you end up in jail. Yet, people who have fake knowledge, fake education, according to IBB, Nigeria has a very bad education. They were badly educated because they accept anything you give them. They take without asking question, and they believe that life is just like this. It is a pity. Now, the article continues that during the meeting, the bandits reportedly surrendered to AK-47 rifles and admitted to being behind the recent adoption of 10 people from Dadara Tam, according to a security source, Zagazonda Makama. A former secretary of the Islamic Justice Commission and judge at the Katsina State Court of Reconciliation, Sheikh Barrister Ibrahim Sabiu, emphasized the need for dialogue to resolve the security crisis. It was the bandits who requested the reconciliation with the residents, as I said before, okay? We agreed to negotiate peace based on Islamic law. Mark the word, based on Islamic law. So the condition of peace is that you must be a subject to Sharia law. And that comes to everything I've been telling you on this platform, that the sole reason why these people are killing, why these people are terrorizing is because they want people to be subject to Sharia law. They want to Islamize Nigeria. That is just their sole reason, okay? Now, the article continues that it was bandit. Okay, I've read that. They say representatives of the Nigerian army were also reportedly present as discussion focused on establishing terms and conditions to ensure the success of the record. Now, this is where the problem is. The Nigerian army was there when these people were having the peace meeting. And during the peace meeting, the bandits want these people to obey Sharia law, not Nigerian law. And Nigerian military were there. And so, if I come out to tell you that this is the sole reason, Islamization, and these people, the soldiers, are weird. So the soldiers cannot be there while they are negotiating based on Sharia law. All right. As part of the agreement, GBR residents demand an immediate end to attack on the town and surrounding communities, along with guarantee for the safety of farmers and their farmland. In response, the bandits pledged to cease criminal activities, including cattle rustling, and to abide by government laws. The kidnapped victims have since been released and taken to the General Hospital in Jibia for medical attention. The residents of Dadara, Alhaji Babangida Barak, confirmed the release of the adopted individuals who had spent several days in captivity. End of the article. Now, another question I want to ask is, what is the purpose of these people doing the peace meeting? Is it just according to the Islamic law that they put in the condition of the peace? Is it only according to Islamic law? That is one of the things we need to think.
It's not about ransom. They just want to pass a message. We can come in. We can do what we need to do. And there are some hardliners in this government that are sponsoring this kind of narratives. They just want to show that they can Islamize this country. They think about Taliban. They think about the Mujahideens. And they want to replicate it in this country. And they don't care what happened. They simply don't care. As long as at the end of the day, there's Sharia and there is whatever thing they have in their head they want to achieve. So these people that are sending messages are sponsored by Nigerians. You remember this Boko Haram issue started since 2012. Yeah. And I was in the military intelligence that time. We arrested those people. It is my organization that actually conducts interrogation and interview. They mention names. I can't come on air and start mentioning names of people that are presently in government now that I know, presently in government, that the ones that we arrested mentioned. Some of them are governors now. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Asu Rock. The intention is to Islamize Nigeria and practice Sharia. And it doesn't matter if some people die. It doesn't matter if you're embarrassed. It doesn't matter if our economy has degenerated. Look at the interest rate. Look at the inflation rate. Look at the debt profile of Nigeria. They don't care. As long as at the end, Quran is at the sea. So some people in this country have this mindset. And we must tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you die. If you don't tell it, you die. Some people have this mindset to Islamize the nation. And they are in the government. And people know them. The DSS know them. The NIA know them. The DIA knows them. You can't succeed without an inside person. And this attack you saw has insiders collaboration.